All right, Coach. Open up conference with a sweep. Three wins over Midwestern. With the weather and having to move up the games a little bit, ladies still performed. So just give me your overall thoughts on how you thought your team did this weekend.
Well, I'm glad we moved it up because Saturday was pretty brutal here. So that we had great weather for Thursday, Friday. The girls. We finished playing Saturday, the weekend before, so that wasn't an issue. It really wasn't. This time of year, you're already kind of sick of practicing and wanting to play. And our girls, when you're winning, especially, they just want to get out there and go at it again. So that wasn't an issue for us, but very happy with the way that, especially the way we pitched. Played well as a team, made some errors that probably shouldn't have made, but, also had some difficult chances. They hit some balls hard. And Midwestern came in here and competed. They competed really well with us. They pitched the ball really well. They gave us everything that we wanted in a couple of those games. Just proud of the way our team responded and stayed together, and all the good things that we've been talking about, are coming to fruition, and able to be 3-0 in conference play after this weekend.
Coach, how surprised are you? I don't know if surprised is the right word, but it seems like definitely one of y'all's strong points this season is your offense. Seems like you're very capable of scoring a lot of runs and a lot of runs quickly, especially when you need them. I don't want to use the word surprise, but did you expect this before the season started?
We just didn't really know. We got so many new players in the lineup, a ton of JUCO kids, and it's a different level. And they're learning that. They're learning that. There's just better athletes up and down the lineup. The defenses are better. The pitching is better. But, they've been phenomenal. Aaron Plunkett's had a great start. Avery Gunther's been huge for us. Carter Smith put her into the leadoff spot in Game 3 and provided a spark for us. And, Zoe DeBaca is another one that's had a great start to the year. So I'm very proud of them, the way that they've stepped up and provided a punch. Keely Garcia's had a great year but had a terrible weekend. And, we had some players who've been hitting the ball really hard that had rough weekends this past weekend, but to be able to do that and still win all three when you got some good players struggling is very satisfying. But it all starts with our pitching staff. Our pitching staff was phenomenal. We only allowed one run in those 3 games, and it's hard to win if you can't score. So, or it's impossible to win if you can't score. Let me rephrase that. So that's what we depended on this weekend in 2 of those 3 games, and it's moving forward now because we don't have time to reflect much. We get after it again tomorrow.
And Coach, that was going to be my final question to you. It's y'all are about to enter pretty much the first part of the season it's like a gauntlet. You're playing midweek and then weekend and then right back with another midweek series. How do you keep the girls focused and ready to go on this?
Well, winning helps. There's no doubt, and we've talked about it all the time. What's in the past is in the past. It's time to move forward and win that next game. That's our focus. UTPB comes in here tomorrow. They just came back from Hawaii. Hopefully they're a little tired from the trip, but they're swinging the bats really well. They haven't quite played the competition that we have, but they're hitting the ball well. I think they've got a 360 team batting average right now, but their pitching numbers aren't great right now, so I'm not real sure what's going on there. They've got a returning kid that she's thrown a couple of good games against us in the past. But her numbers aren't great right now. So we'll just have to go out and get after it. Hopefully our pitching staff can continue to do what they're doing and just keep them off the board and allow us opportunity to find the right spot to break it open and get after it. And, the one thing that I do like about my team is we're making adjustments in the batter's box. So, they are adjusting to a pitcher's strength and trying to figure out a way to get on base, and they're accepting coaching during the game. And that's all you can ask for as a coach is for teams to adjust and not just be stubborn about having to be in this spot in the batter's box or whatever, and allow that pitcher to go out and do her thing with success. So happy about those things. We're learning every day and continuing to grow as a team.
Ryan touched on the offense, and you kind of touched on it with that only allowing 1 run, but just talk and brag on this pitching and defensive all-around performance.
Well, Cheyenne Floyd, starts with her. She's been phenomenal. I think she's 8-0 right now. Second, I think, in the conference in ERA, leading this conference in strikeouts. And the good thing, she only had to throw 10 innings last weekend, so she's still fresh. Again, the luxury of having 5 pitchers that we can go to is really going to be massive, especially during this stretch where we're having to play so many games in a short period of time. We're not going to have to overuse anybody. And, you know, Tori Hogan came in relief in game 2 and really had a great performance, which she needed. You know, she got beat up a little bit against Arkansas Tech in her last start. So it was nice to see her to come out and shut them down for 4 2/3 innings and give us a chance to win that game in the 6th. And, you know, she's worked extremely hard, and glad to see her go out and have that success. Maddie Walco continues to be great in relief. And then we didn't throw Avery Gunther at all this past week. You know, she's our third baseman. She does so many things for us that we made the decision that if we can do it, let's just try to give her this weekend off and give her a little time, not overuse her, and have her ready for this coming week. So you'll probably see her in the circle at some point tomorrow or Wednesday, but more importantly, you know, it's trying to get ready for the weekend, a huge weekend with UT Tyler at their place.
And then you kind of talk about the unknowns of UTPB and then UT Tyler. What are you wanting to see with your team in these 2 series, just kind of staying consistent and doing what they've been doing?
Well, you just nailed it. Just keep doing what we've been doing. Now, we did not hit the ball. We kind of talked about how the offense was rolling. It struggled in 2 of the 3 games this past weekend. You know, we kind of stuck with the set lineup, and we've been using that lineup for about the past 5 games. And I know at one point in game 2, we had only had 1 hit in the previous 10 innings. So, you know, a little nerve-wracking there. And luckily, we were able to get the big hits that we needed to there in the 6th inning to get that 3-1 win or 3-0 win or whatever it was. And we won 3-0, 3-1. And then we decided, you know what, we got to do something different to break this up a little bit. So we put Carter Smith in the leadoff, dropped Leilana down, put Aaron Plunkett at the top. Just kind of bounced it around to give them a different look, and it worked. We went out and scored 10 runs in 5 innings and won 10-0. So, you know, it's the luxury is we do have versatility in our lineup. We don't have to just stick with a certain lineup. We can move kids around and still be successful. So that's something that was exciting to see how they responded. And even the people that may have gotten moved from the spot, one of the elite spots down in the lineup somewhere, they had great at-bats and had some success. They weren't pouting about it and all that good stuff, so they continued to do what they needed to do to help us win games.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach,
Thanks.
hold on.
Yep.